Ah, okay. So I believe the actual spawn is just over this way. So I made this world in, what are we in, 1.16? I think I made in 1.13? I think. Whatever one was in like February 2018. I know that's when I made the world. So yeah, this is spawn. Nothing fancy here. It's all this way. This is where I've done all the work. So there's a wizard tower, which I love. It's probably my favorite thing of this world, in all honesty. And I've done some cool shit. Yeah, I love it. It's not my design. I altered it a decent amount, but I love it. I love the bridge too. Not my design as well. I'm also like, doodle shit, get design ideas and inspiration, and then sort of do my twist on it, I guess, so it's not a carbon copy. This is the design I do for my pathways. It's just stone, andesite, gravel, and and some cobblestone, which I've kept consistent. With the introduction of stone stairs, I could actually put some of those here. But I've just stuck with cobblestone for now. So that's spawn all the way over to here, and then this is the base of operations. Oh yeah, I didn't know if andesite stairs were a thing or not. So this is just a simple cubby hole. Speed potions and shit that I never even use. This is again a very common thing. Ender chest in the wall with a anvil nearby. You'll see that a lot in this world. Enchantment table and brewing setup, pretty simple. Lighting in the roof. I try and refrain from torches pretty much entirely, unless it's, just temporary lighting until I figure things out. Bedroom in here. So this is what I was meaning with my whole ender chest and anvil setup. Dragon egg, pretty simple. Simple little bedroom. Auto smelter. So it mainly has netherrack going through it, because that gives me nether bricks, which are a bit more useful than netherrack. So yeah, that's cool. And it's smelting some iron. That's the first pickaxe I ever made. I was just like, oh, I might as well use it for something. So that's just to indicate mine shaft, which every world needs. There's some storage in here, lighting, dirt, cobble, you get the gist of it. Ender chest, and so this side here goes, so it has 100 tunnels in total, 50 on each side. This one currently has 150, 75 on each side. I haven't dug them all out though. So what I've done there is, so every 10 steps, there's a torch on the 10th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 steps, or 10 blocks, torch, and so on. That's entirely consistent throughout every single shaft, because I hate my life. So yeah, pretty simple. I've labeled it for whatever reason, just for diamonds and shit. Probably my biggest, probably the best thing that's come into Minecraft in recent times is really just the simplification of elevators, because it's so simple now compared to what they used to be. So I love that. So pretty cool. So originally I had chests along this wall, but I had to extend it. I extended it probably a couple of months ago. Some extra furnaces here. So this is sort of like real organized shit, I suppose, and then this is sort of just mass blocks that I'm in need of. A lot of dirt. I've got even more dirt, believe me. Some books there. So yeah, pretty simple stuff. Nothing too amazing so far. A lot of picks. I wasn't naming them for a good while, and then I started going with calling them random shit, and then not too long ago I just went with, you know, work pick 1, work pick 2. I'm on work pick 5 right now. And then shovels I sort of went with the similar naming scheme. It's really just shovels and picks that I go through. Sword, axe, bow, they're pretty, they last a while. So yeah, redstone stuff. Large reason I built the witch farm was for gunpowder, for TNT, and I have probably used about 5 pieces of TNT since creating that witch farm. I thought I would use it more, but what I've learned is it's just too chaotic. It's too unpredictable. So yeah, I don't really have a use for it, unfortunately. What I've realized from making that witch farm is that glowstone is definitely the more important one, for sure. I'm running pretty low on it as is. Pretty low on coal compared to what I used to have. Whole lot of obsidian because when I was building an area of my witch farm, not my witch farm, my witch farm base, I was building the wheat farm and there was a lava lake that I had to get rid of, so I just went to ham on it. I do have a gold farm, but my rates aren't too good. I suspect it's because I built it in a crimson forest and not the nether waste. I built it in the crimson forest because it was closer by. I'm not sure if that does affect rates, but it's not too good. I've left it AFK for like 5 hours and I haven't got too much shit. Yeah, that's unfortunate because it was a bitch to make. Well, it wasn't too bad. Normally I'd have more iron, but it's going towards beacons, and my iron farm isn't too quick, unfortunately, but that's mainly because I'm not in the area too much. But a respectable amount. This is just random ores. This is like refined ores. So I'm pretty set. I don't even strip mine too much because honestly, these diamonds last me ages. Yeah, ender pearl's probably my most treasured item, to be honest. They're just so fucking useful. Yeah, plenty of food. Shit to last a lifetime, honestly. Books of all sorts of shit. Even more books. I'm doing pretty well. So I'll just sleep and then I'll show a bit more of outside. So yeah, the wizard tower is definitely my favorite build. I reckon it looks awesome, especially from a distance. Sometimes I can get, yeah. It's mainly that creeper I'm worried about. Okay, so I've also built this, just as a, oh shit, you motherfucker, not today. I've built this just because I figured I need, you know, sort of a proper way to actually get up to the tower instead of ender pearling every single time. So it's unfinished. It's just a simple, staircase. I just need to make it look a little bit nicer, touch things up. But it does the job for now. So in the tower itself, okay, apparently there's a whole bunch of chickens here. I'll take those eggs. Bottom floor I haven't bothered to do anything with, and then each floor I decided to, you know, make things worthwhile. So this is pretty simple. Bookcases and shit. I won't spoil too much of the landscape. I like this. I love this so much. Looks cool from a distance. So next floor up, built this, which I think looks cool. Originally I used iron bars, but then they added chains, so I was pretty happy to put that there. And campfires. Campfires are so awesome. So yeah, it's just meant to look like a wizard wizard tower. I think that water even drips. Yeah, I quite like that. It makes sense with it being a murky wizard tower. I also love the addition of lanterns. Any new lighting sources is welcomed in my opinion. Next floor up, nothing. Didn't really think it needed anything. And then at the very... Oh shit, scared the crap out of me. How did you even spawn? Shouldn't have been able to. Yeah, so this is pretty cool. Nothing too fancy, not amazing interior decoration. But yeah, got a bed, just randomly placed them. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Chest there, and then I made this, which is always nice, so if I ever come up here to sleep, if I'm working on the area, and if I die and respawn and lose all my shit, I've got this here. So I thought that was a smart little addition, just to make things easier. So that's it for the tower. I'm really happy with this place, you know, it looks cool from the outside and looks cool on the inside too. There's a little balcony here. Look over. It's pretty cool. So then you go out here, hopefully not get bombarded by more zombies. I don't know why the animals love the top of this hill. There's so many of them. There was even more before I built the tower. So this is the... Oh, what the... Why is there a fence gone? That's unusual. I might have one in this chest. This is sort of why I don't get rid of these work chests. Because it can be good just having random shit around. So yeah, as you can see, the path is still consistent even up here. So this is the fence pattern I went with. I quite like it. It's nothing too fancy. You'll see down there, because that was when I didn't have the witch farm set up and all that, so I went with glowing pumpkins, and I'm slowly replacing it with glowstone, so it doesn't look as nice. But yeah, that's what I've gone with. Got rid of some trees not too long ago. The rest of this area is sort of on the back burner because it is a bitch to be building up here. Because I don't really know what I'm doing. I haven't planned it out too much besides the wizard tower. And it's a lot of dropping down dirt up, so it is a good thing that I have all that excess dirt. Yeah, basically a retaining wall. As I've done here. And also none of this isn't hollow as well. This is dirt the entire way. It's not like fucking hollow Easter eggs. I quite like this area though. I need to add more bone meal though. Oh damn, I have heaps of eggs. Yeah, I quite like it. The glowstone in the whole fencing scheme also makes it look great at night. It's not, you know, the whole place isn't 100% spawn proof, but I've done my best. Unfortunately, this didn't really line up. Usually it does. I get lucky most of the time, so I just put dirt here. Would have been nice if this lined up here, but oh well. So yeah, here's a fence. This I guess is an exception of what I said about torches. These ones aren't temporary, these are permanent, just because it gets the job done. If I could hang lanterns, I guess, sure. Yeah, I could put them there, but I don't really like how that looks. So I've just gone with that. This area I built not too long ago. It was a hill, I renovated it. I don't know what to put up here. Like, obviously it needs a house up here, or, you know, something like that, but it needs to be grand, I guess. Almost like a big cottage or something. So yeah, I just haven't had any ideas for that. But it's a good little area. Sometimes I'll just chuck a beacon up here because it gets good range. So then I'll just jump down. Oh, haven't finished this off. Don't really know what I'm doing. I probably need to almost push it back more. I'm not too happy with how this looks, but I don't really know what to do about this, because originally it was a hill and I renovated the hell out of it. It doesn't look terrible. The stone looks pretty good. It's more so the wooden planks. I'm not sure. Because obviously I don't want to run that with the cobblestone wall right behind it all the way to the ground. That would look just a bit too weird. I still want some sort of natural hill look to it. But yeah, there's my horse that I never use because I just don't care for horses. And a villager that I trapped in here like ages ago. Yeah, I mean that's an idea. Maybe along the bottom. Yeah, actually, that might not be too bad. Actually do dark oak planks or something. This is also a fairly recent addition. I don't know how I feel about it. This walkway. I needed some way to properly get to the spot, because originally I had the fence right across and I just ender pearled all the time. Sort of figured it's a bit annoying having to top up my ender pearls that way. It looks pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. And then this pathway, this has been here since pretty much the beginning, this pathway. So I'll go this way first. So, along with the wizard tower, this river is also one of my favorite additions. It's been I actually only finished building this river. I started it when I started the world, pretty much. But I only really finished it probably a month ago. Because building man-made rivers is not easy, especially not the way I do it, as I'm very particular about it, so it can be pretty exhausting, I guess. But I'm really happy it's done. It looks great at night because of the glowing pumpkins. You'll see glowstone down the end though. I also try, and so far I've done well at it, in not building the same bridge twice, because I use a lot of I make a lot of bridges because I love them. The bridges are just cool. They look cool. So you'll see many of them. So obviously I made sure that one was different. I've made sure this one is different. I actually really like this one. This is, I think, the first bridge I made. Yeah, I agree. So there's a little mini lake here, and I just put some water there. I've been carving that out, a bit of the hill. I haven't got around to doing the rest in probably like over a year when I started it. So yeah, pathway goes along. Still just work chests, random shit. I really like this. Originally I had the river go straight through. I had no bridge here or anything. And then I thought of this and I was just like, damn, that actually looks really cool. So it's just a little mini one there. I think it looks really good. And then you'll see there's no gravel here, because I had to be sort of sneaky about it and keep it out of there, because otherwise it would fall through. If I go under here, you can see it there. I would have had to put cobblestone slabs or something to hold it up, and it's just like, nah. So this was finished fairly recently. The bridge itself I built ages ago, but I finalized this path and I really like it. And then I've got this here, which is actually great because it's nighttime. Again, my ender chest and anvil set up, and just a bed in here for, whenever I need it. I always carry a bed on me, but it's always good to have a proper setup. Because that's there, I want to put something here at some point. I don't know what. I could even have like a minecart track, just a short one, back to base or something. I don't know. For now, it's just a brick wall. So the river goes along. Looks pretty cool, I reckon, especially from high up. So there's a windmill. Let's get out of here. I hate tall grass. There's a windmill. That was a pretty difficult build. Minecraft Dungeons looks really cool. I just prefer to play it on Steam because I'm a Steam fanboy. But yeah, I'd like to play it one day. Yeah, I'm really happy with this windmill. Again, not my design. This is probably, I guess, an exception when I said I'll take a design and sort of do my own twist on it. I didn't really. I sort of just built it and was just like, it looks good. I didn't do the finer details like trapdoors next to the windows and shit because I was happy with how it is. Maybe some small altercations as I was building it. Yeah, I like the art style. Apparently there's a cow here. Unfortunately, once again, this fence doesn't line up with here, which is a bitch. So I sort of don't know what to do with this spot. It's just sort of there. But yeah, I'll get into the nitty gritty details of this wheat farm shortly. When did I build this? I didn't know I had a staircase here. Apparently not in this tree. In most trees I have glowstone or something, just give it that glow, funnily enough. This is where the path gets kind of big. I don't really know what I was thinking here, because normally I keep it about 3 wide. You'll see here, maybe 4 wide max. The stairs are never anything more than 3 wide. I don't know what I was up to here, but I've sort of just kept it. This is a pretty small bridge. I quite like it. Gets the job done. But the reason why there's a lot of cows here is because this spot here, not too long ago, I had them fenced off. I just had like 2 and I just breeded the shit out of them. That's why I've got so much food and leather, because I just wanted a fuckload of books. And then I killed most of them and just let the rest roam around, because why the hell not? I want to put a house probably there, maybe another one here or something, like a smaller one. And something here, maybe like a garden. Again, it really just comes down to lacking the inspiration currently. This house, again, not my design. However, I did actually vastly change how the original build actually looked, and I'm pretty damn happy with the changes I made and what I did with it. It looks quite smooth, and yeah, it looks really good, I reckon. I like the carrot up there. I haven't messed with the bottom floor because it's quite small. If I were to place boxes like, you know, a kitchen or something, it'd just be too tight. So I've sort of just made the upstairs the main looker. So 2nd floor, yeah, fairly decent view. Room here is a small backup kit. Oh yeah, there's so many beacons I have. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, some armor if I need it. Never do though. So yeah, I quite like that. I don't think I have anything up here, yeah. So it's just a little attic. So that's cool. Back door. Built a little garden out here, which I really liked. Got some glowstone in the floor. Pretty cozy. I like it. I like this 1 wide path too. So yeah, that's cool. That's another house I'm working on. The design dates back to like 1.7 beta, I should say. And I've done my own design, taking inspiration from it. I think there's meant to be dirt there. Enderman's been busy. Just haven't got around to finishing it off. But it's a pretty cool mansion. So that'll look cool once done. I'll have some pathway leading up, do a garden and all sorts of shit. So that's pretty cool. I really like this bridge too. I like all my bridges. So yeah, there's another look at that tower. So the main sort of idea of spawn is this is my village or my town or whatever. I guess it's more akin to a village, I guess. No technical stuff. if I build something technical, it's just because I have the space. Yeah, I know, right? And it's just short term. So here is just a tree farm. You plant the trees, they grow, chop them down, do that to get the saplings. Should be some in there, yeah. Whoops. So, pretty simple. Most of my wood anyway comes from deforestation. So that's all good. Bunch of bone meal and shit. So yeah, eventually this'll go away. Pathway down. So this is where I want to sort of build the town, I guess. But again, it comes down to not having too many build ideas. This pathway is actually quite wide. Got a fountain here, which I really like. I actually really like how this looks. Yeah, pretty simple, you know, branch off, have a house here, house there, house everywhere. Yeah, pretty cool shit. I did originally have a bit of a nether portal here, or I was trying to build a portal setup. But then I was just like, oh, I've got the one in there. I don't really need one here, so I just strapped the idea all together. There's a village over there. Another bridge, a very simple one. I don't love this one, but it works, I guess. Another man-made river. Just sort of doing whatever. So this one actually, compared to that one, that's entirely just a circuit. This one actually connected with the, this is not a man-made river. So I've just got it connected there, which looks pretty good. In terms of like the cutoff for my area, fence-wise, I'm sort of doing it to about here, which leaves me with heaps of space. So I'll probably, you know, move it up a little bit to sort of curve. Maybe go up that hill even, or something. Maybe get rid of the hill. I don't fucking know. And then curve around behind there, just, you know, cordon off the area whenever I can be bothered doing that. And that way I have the place sort of secured. I can do some more lighting and shit. This is the wheat farm. This required a lot of terraforming. So I've got these little lamp posts everywhere. They're not censored in any way. They're just always on. This place looks really cool at night. So yeah, I've sort of snuck lighting wherever I can. There's also water just to help with the wheat. So yeah, the main problem with this wheat farm was really just breaking things up and making it not just one flat layer of wheat. So if I hit up here, you know, I actually have wheat hills. There's some little mini water source there. You know, hay bales, you know, snuck lighting there, water underneath there as well, water underneath this one. Goes down there, more hay bales, set up some sort of scarecrows there. So a lot of sort of sneaky tricks here and there. So hopefully I can not break any wheat. Very nice. The pathway looks really cool too, especially at night. Like, again, this place looks awesome at nighttime. So this is the windmill. Down here I have a seed farm. So it just does this. It's nothing too fancy. You'd be surprised how difficult it is to find a seed farm on YouTube. This one is not the most efficient, but it gets the job done because I needed a lot of seeds. So yeah, pretty much just AFK in here. This floor looks pretty cool. I really like the beams. I haven't fucked with this place too much. I'm always scared of creepers and shit in here. Sort of just built the outside and rolled with it. maybe at a later point I'll add some more floors, add more hay bales and shit. Just haven't got around to it. So then there's also a whatever you call it. What are they called? A well? A well. Little gate there. There's a gate on all four sides. Well, there isn't one on this side, but there will be at one point. Just so there's all sorts of entrances and exits. So this here is the barn. This is pretty much my design. There was one that I built upon, but for the I'm pretty happy calling this my design, considering how much I changed from the one I was going off of, and personally I think I made it substantially better. I never really used this path system. I used obviously the gravel one because I feel it looks better, but I feel like it looked best in the barn for sure. So I'm pretty happy with that. See, I don't actually do much cow farming in here. Well, there's quite a few actually. I think there's a sheep. It should be a rainbow sheep, I think. Yeah, there he is. Because he got stuck in there and I was just like, well, you're a rainbow now. Sort of like hay storage. So it looks pretty cool. It's funny, I built this wheat farm and then I built a wheat farm, as in like an automated one. I never use this as a source for wheat. It's purely aesthetic. Is that there might be some broken wheat. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. I like this as well. Get lots of lighting in here. So then this way, got all sorts of biomes around here as well. Here's another bridge. This one I'm really happy with. Looks really cool. Currently I don't even have a pathway set up, but I sort of just built this just cause. And I do this trick with the dark oak logs just to make it look like it's all... What's the word? Water damage. What's the word when wood is not good? I don't know. Whatever. So that's pretty much it for this place. Yeah, petrified wasn't the word I was thinking of though. Yeah, this is pretty much it for the spawn area. So again, there's no sort of technical farms or anything like that here. It's purely, well, for the most part, purely, whoops, I forgot to show off this house. Yeah, it's purely like aesthetic builds and whatnot. I'm really happy with this house. This is my original design. Looks really cool. This little kitchen down here. Up on the second floor, just a bed. So not a super fancy interior, but just to be careful. This has the basement. Looks cool. Some sort of hidden storage here. And then a side entrance, which I really like as well. So yeah, happy with that little build. So yeah, a lot of work into this world. If I loaded up an original copy of this world, you'd see just how much terraforming I've done, especially at spawn. So then we've got the nether portal. So this nether hub, not my design. It's not entirely finished. In terms of nether hubs, this is my favorite one. first time I saw this, I was like, hell yeah, and every other Nether hub design I've not been a fan of. Yeah, it's unfinished. I've altered the original quite a bit though. So I've got ice under the majority of these slabs just for fast travel. So yeah, just some sneaky tricks. If I head on up this way, this will be to the gold farm, and I'll show that off. It's, I think, Shulkercraft's design. So yeah, it doesn't give me the best rates, and it's probably because it's in a Crimson Forest or whatever it is. But at the same time, I don't really need much gold just to do powered rails, really. So it goes up here. And just some... You'll see this general hub look quite often. Just fast ice truck here. And... yeah. That's where they drop down and die. So not a whole lot right now, but I'll go up to the actual farm itself, because that's really just a little storage center. And there's another ladder. Added glass here just because why not. So that's it there. Pretty simple, just a shit ton of magma blocks, turtle eggs to attract them. And yeah. Just AFK up there, just over there. Pretty simple. It's a very simple build. Don't really need to showcase much more than that. Cool. So I built that about a month ago. A bit more than a month ago. Whoops. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, I'm not where I want to be. Too far down. So yeah, a lot of time spent on this world. Oh shit, hey buddy. Whoops. Okay. I think I heard another skeleton. Hey, all sorts of shit. Yeah, I really like this place. So I'll show off the string farm. Why did I even bother taking the minecart? So yeah, I've repeated this design in every spot. Because I'm a madman. So the string farm I set up a long time ago. I never come here. It's purely to... You just do this. They drop down and die. Originally, I did want to have it as an XP farm as well, but spider XP farms are just a bitch. They are too much of a hassle. So yeah, pretty simple. They drop down and die, and then behind this chest, a minecart just goes up and down and collects all the string. Very simple. Yeah, so that's what I've got so far. I never use this place because I never really need string. I don't use wool too often, and if I do, I don't need that much. But it, you know, it's here if I need it. So yeah, that's cool. This leads up to the surface. It's not. This isn't too far from my original base, spawn base that is. Probably like 200 blocks. So yeah, I built this pretty early on. I don't think I have a portal set up to my skeleton farm, because obviously before I built this hub for the when the Nether hub update, not Nether hub update, when the holy shit, there's a lot of you guys. When the Nether update came out not too long ago, because I reset my Nether, I've got all the coordinates screenshotted. What the fuck? Get out of here. Holy shit, there are so... This is the most I've ever seen. Oh my god, even more? Jesus Christ. Is there another one? Another one? Oh my god. I'm not even going this way, so they can just do whatever. But yeah, before I built this hub in the before the Nether update came out, I just had straight tunnels, 3 high, 3 by 2, and I just ran. This has definitely cut down a lot of time transporting, so I haven't got around to building proper tunnels for like my skeleton farm. I think I'm missing. Might just be the skeleton farm actually, which is a shame because I'm actually quite proud of that place despite it just being a simple grinder. I think I made it look really cool. But yeah, I'll do that at some point because I don't just build the tunnel, but obviously I build this as well. Even though the skeleton farm isn't too far, it's actually probably like 20 blocks that way, I think. So yeah, just a lot of work I still need to do. So I suppose I'll show. Oh boy, what to show next? I suppose I'll do the wither farm actually. So this is the main way I transport. I have the minecart system there just because 2 forms of transportation is never horrible, but most of the time I'm doing this. But for the Nether update, I did actually have a blaze farm. And then when I reset my Nether, I was just like, you know, I don't care for losing this. I would have lost a few sticky pistons, but ultimately I didn't use it too much anyway. I have better ways of getting XP with the Enderman farm, and then I have infinite fuel with the wither farm now anyway, or wither skeleton farm I should say. So I built this about a month ago as well. This was a bitch, honestly. I don't often abuse backups. Like, you know, make a backup, something fucks up, doesn't go your way, you load the backup sort of thing. But this, I had to. There were times when I would put the piglin into place, and then some shit would happen and he'd end up dead. So I made backups pretty damn often. Just cause, yeah, I wasn't gonna mess with that bullshit. So, yeah, this is the killing chamber. Again, it's Shulkercraft's design, cause they make good shit. The wolves kill them, you stand here, collect the XP, or drop the wolves, and you can manually kill them. But honestly, I would just stand here, block myself in just to be safe. There's also a enchantment table up here. Block myself in to be safe, and then go to the gym, come back 2 hours later, and, you know, be like level 50 and have like 10-15 wither skulls. The nether around here isn't even too much slabbed off. I've mainly slabbed off the fortress itself. Yeah. And just the fact that, you know, as I said, I can AFK for like 2 hours and come back to about, you know, at least 10 skulls. That might be maybe a bit of an exaggeration, but, you know, it doesn't take too much effort. I'm pretty happy with that, and whenever I can be bothered, I can just blast some music, drink a fire resistance potion, and, you know, jump around. But it's really tedious. So you can already see some slabs up there. So it gets me pretty good rates as is. It's something I can always work on, I guess. So just some work chests here. Because I mean, I've got 13 beacons as is with 4 skulls, and currently at my wither farm, witch farm, I've got like 16 beacons active, I think. I still need more though for what I want to do. I think actually I only need about 3 more. Well, no, actually my current problem isn't beacons themselves, it's I need iron. And that just takes time. So yeah, plenty of beacons, in all honesty. But if I want even more, I can just add more slabs. But yeah, I don't measure my Minecraft richness by diamonds. I measure by beacons, I guess. Yeah, it took me a while to find the iron farm that I wanted. My current one isn't the most efficient. You'll see that shortly. Actually, we'll head there next. So yeah, I haven't finished this tunnel because it's quite a big one. Requires a lot of resources. So yeah, I'm glad I have that place set up for beacons, because beacons with haste 2 just speed up a lot of bullshit. So yeah, adding this in here saves so much time. So yeah, it even takes a while just running and jumping. Along with this world, probably my biggest goal was sort of, I wanted it to have everything that I've almost sort of dreamt of having in a Minecraft world. Since the years of playing, that's why, you know, I built that giant wheat field with the windmill. That's something I've always had in my head. I've always wanted the spawn village and then the technical base elsewhere being a witch farm and a perimeter. So that's why I built it. So sort of just accomplishing all sorts of goals. That was a big thing for this world. I've still got many other goals. So this here's the witch farm. Again, consistent nether portal design here. So obviously you got a little glimpse of this earlier. I think it's night time actually, so I might just do this. So this is probably the Goliath build. Where did I get all these stone swords from? I don't even know. Anyway, item sorter here. So we got gunpowder. So there's a lot of that. Almost completely full, holy shit. A lot of redstone. Yeah, but not many of them died. Maybe more than I thought. Not too much glowstone. Sugar. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that. Sticks, which are actually pretty damn useful. I've sort of siphoned out of there. Bottles that I am never going to use. And then I also have my iron farm connected to here. In a pretty cool way, to be honest. So, yeah, obviously you can see a lot of roses, not a lot of iron, because I'm always grabbing that. And then these here are the miscellaneous drops, because there's spiders, and so it's sort of a mini string farm as well. So once this is full, there's a cactus. It's either a cactus or lava. No, it will be a cactus because I didn't want it to burn anything. So once this one gets full, it will dispose of it in the cactus. But not only that, but once this fills up as well, it'll go along here, be like, can't go in there, can't go in there, can't also go in here, otherwise it would. It'll go to the cactus, because after 4 double chests of gunpowder, what the hell am I gonna need even more for? So I'm okay with that. That's plenty. So actually I have a feeling this is crapped out actually. Yeah, fuck. I'm gonna have to fix that unfortunately. Occasionally it does crap out. I think it's because of nether portal reloading the chunks and shit. It's a bit of a bitch. Door there. So this here is the, what do I want to call this? The farm or something. So this was a pretty big build. So down there, so the idea is wheat is down here. Beetroot is this side. Potato is this side, and then carrots this side. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. You can put all wheat throughout this entire place, or whatever. The reason I have the water currently going is because if I turn it off and I don't have any crops here, fucking slimes spawn. And they're the bane of my existence, because then they jump around and then they trample the crop, or, you know, trample the soil. So you either have to have the water always going or have crops there to prevent them from spawning. Nothing I can do about that. The only way that could be prevented is if this was built above the slime spawn area. It's just coincidental that there ended up being slime chunks here. With the size of this place, it's no surprise anyway. There's no way I could have prevented that really. But yeah, I've got slabs here as well to prevent them. Otherwise I would have just had full blocks through here. There's sugar cane on that side, and then bamboo on these two sides. I don't have that top row done because of space limitations, and that's solely because the wiring for this door unfortunately interferes with doing a top row there. So really I should properly you know, cordon it off, I guess, just not have a top row and just make it look nicer. But I can, you know, just rewire that in a better and more efficient way. Then that way I can have a top farm. It is what it is. But not only that, but unfortunately this very close, I believe just under here, there's the wiring for the item sorter. So a lot of space limitations, which calls for a lot of creativity. So there's actually, you can see the reds, well you can't see it, but if you go down and look up, you'll see redstone blocks which are powering the lamps there. There's no way I could prevent that, unfortunately. I believe it's on all sides, besides getting rid of the top row entirely, and I'm just not going to do that. I could replace these with glowstone, but that would look ugly. So I'm just rolling with it. So the drops go here. They go into this spot here. So there's a drop chute down there. Going to be seen there a lot. This one goes down there, and then it goes left to this drop chute. This drop chute goes all the way down and then goes this way, or wait, hold on. No. This drop chute goes down and then that way. Then it goes left. Oh wait. So basically what I'm trying to say is all of these drop chutes are connected. So think Marvel Cinematic Universe. So the bamboo, the sugarcane and all that, they go into streams of water, and these ones all connect. So this one here connects and drops down like here, goes into that water stream. These ones go that way, that one goes that way, and then right, and then that one goes left. Then that all meets there. Then these one from here connect to the bamboo ones as well. Oh, sugarcane I should say. So does this one. So does the carrot as well. Man, this is more difficult to explain than I thought. So this goes to this. No, actually, so this jumps down to here, and there's a drop chute here. Then that goes all the way down. So then from this drop chute and stream of water, so basically everything is going to meet up eventually at this point here from every single farm. So that's important to note. So it all meets up here, ice underneath everywhere. Everywhere's clean as well. Stone, no dirt in the walls or anything. It all meets up. Then goes this way. I need to be a bit cautious here, because sometimes mobs can spawn, so I just need to be careful. So it looks like we're good. Then that stream goes to, I believe, about here. And then I can show where it meets. Oh, it meets up. So the reason I've slabbed this out here is to, again, prevent slimes and shit. And I've made this area quite big just because the amount of times I went back here for troubleshooting, or just, you know, it's just good to have your a maintenance area set up. So there's also glowstone underneath all these repeaters just for lighting, and the odd crafting bench. So you can see everything's clean as well. You know, I made, despite Hey buddy. Despite the fact that these areas will never be visibly seen, for peace of mind, I've cleaned them up regardless. So this is the wiring for the potato farm. So yeah, it looks really nice. I won't show the drop chute because despite how quite intricate it is, it's gonna be a bitch to get out of. So not only that, but along with this wiring is completely reflected 1-to-1, no exceptions that I can think of. I haven't cut corners in this world. This is just a test to, you know, make sure things are running properly. I haven't cut corners. So you go down here. So this wiring is connected as well in all sorts of ways. So this wiring here completely reflects what's on the other side, along with the walls, and the way it's dug out is entirely mirrored. So that's cool. Whoops, I can't get out of there. That's all good and amazing. So all the items come up here. Then they go into this item sorter. So that's all good. Big item sorter, I have to make sure, you know, none of the wiring interferes with itself. That's great. And then this here's great. I've explained what, you know, which goes to which just made things a lot easier. So actually, how the hell did I do this? What the fuck? I don't even know. I can't even explain most of this. So basically, yeah, so one button will do... It's easier if I explain this on the other side, actually. Or should I go down below? Yeah, I'll show off the... So this is the wiring for the... Ah, hey dude. I didn't like this too well, surprisingly. It's probably the only thing I didn't do right. So this wiring goes to... What does... So this is the wiring for the sugarcane farm. Once again, it's mirrored completely on the other side. This was quite difficult because I had to keep in mind water sources and all that jazz, so it's not the most efficient. Most of my redstone is super efficient, but you know, I could only do so much. I do the very common scheme of, or pattern, I don't know what to call it, of, you know, redstone on stone bricks. It looks nice and it's just good to have it on a consistent material. So not too much to say about the wiring. It's not actually too complicated. It's mainly how it all works together with the water channels. That's pretty cool. Seriously? Not too cool with that shit. So I'll block that off. Whoops. So once again, I'll just check up here. And I haven't fully finished this area, as you can see, so I just gotta be cautious of creepers. Okay, so these are the buttons. So as I said, carrot is this one here. So if I hit this button here, our water stops. Great. I can go plant carrots, whatever. If I just want to do one, I can just do one. It's completely up to me. The problem with labeling this carrot is you don't actually know which one this is unless there's carrots already planted here. So really I should have an item frame here just as a sort of reference so you know which is which. Would be smart. I could do that at some point. It's not too complicated. But yeah, you don't have to plant carrots here. Plant whatever the fuck you want. There's been times when I've needed a lot of wheat, so I've done this whole place with wheat, and it's given me a lot of shit. So that's awesome. So yeah. Then this middle button is what sort of does this does everything. If I hit this, bam. No water there. No water there. No water there. No water there. I can't remember why I did stone bricks on the middle. Oh, that's right, because the aquatic update changed the way water could be placed. I actually have water sources underneath there, which was really awesome. So it's able to wet the majority of that surface, so that's really cool and gets the appropriate lighting. But yeah, you don't want to leave this uncropped or lack of water, because slimes will start spawning, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's what the wiring works together, and I had to be careful not to interfere with others, such as having this, you go to harvest carrot, but then oops, some of the redstone actually connects to this, and then that's what causes all of them to go. But fortunately I have enough redstone knowledge where I don't think I really ran into that issue. The problem, however, with harvesting them all at the same time is, and I don't have a solution for this, unfortunately. I can't think of one, but it will be better if I show off things. So all the items come up here. Yeah. The problem with harvesting all the items at the same time, or the crops I should say, is that because there's so many and there's only this many hoppers, not all of the crops will get into the hoppers, and then therefore the amount of time that it takes to actually sort the items, it takes a longer amount of time. So then these items up here will actually despawn. So when I harvested this a few times, it took me a while to realize that was what the issue was. I was getting all my carrots, potatoes, beetroot, and even wheat, but I wasn't getting seeds, and that was a problem. Obviously, I go for maximize efficiency as best as I can. So I wasn't getting seeds, and that was a problem. So I thought the channels weren't connecting, or fucking the items were getting stuck. I really didn't know. I thought the item sorter wasn't built properly, all sorts of shit, and then it just sort of clicked, and I realized that was the problem. The solution to it is really, the only solution I can think of is to add more hoppers, so that the items can safely be stored in the hoppers for, as long as it takes for it to sort. I can't think of another solution, because you can't just have these go into like a chest and then sort from that chest, because the hoppers will still slowly put the items into the chest. It's not like they put them all at once, whereas the items will go into the hoppers all at once. So the only solution I can think of is to, just have a shitload of hoppers, and that's a pretty easy fix. It's just I'd have to reposition this water elevator. I'd have to extend the channel below to correlate to that, and ultimately it's not really worth it. I don't actually use this farm really at all. I've got enough potato in here to last a lifetime. It's really just because I can. There's a lot of builds in this world. So the solution to this problem for now is really just don't use this button. It works. It will work. There's a fix to it. I just haven't got around to doing it, and I probably never will. So really just harvest individually, and you won't have that problem. So yeah, that's the wheat farm. So despite having a witch farm and all sorts of shit, I would actually call this place the most technical build, especially with the water channels. There's a lot of thought into that. Also the sugarcane and bamboo is fully automatic. I actually have way too much fucking bamboo. Good amount of sugarcane though. Yeah, so heaps of bamboo. Holy shit, that's actually full. That's actually a problem. I have some of it in here just as a low fuel source. So that's all that. So quite the build, if I'm honest. It looks fairly simple at base value, at first look, but there's a lot gone into it, and I don't half-ass shit in this world in particular. Just in the sense of, as I said, stone walls, no cobblestone and shit. I don't make it easy on myself. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this side is pumpkin. So there's 8. This is fully automatic. It grows 8 pumpkin on each side, on each level, for a total of 8 times 4, 32. I figured that was enough. 64 would be cool for the nice round stack, but 32 is plenty, especially because I value glowstone more anyway, because it's the better looking light source, and especially with the change with pumpkins where you have to actually share them to then make into fucking jack-o'-lanterns. Glowstone's just better. You also have redstone lamps and all that. This side is melons. So I said I, make things as efficient. Yeah, sea lanterns are awesome. As efficient as I can, with certain limitations. As you can see, there's watermelon up there. So this is clearly not as efficient as it could be because it's getting stuck. But for the compactness of this farm, there's so the water sources for these levels, because obviously there's water here. I think what I did was slab underneath the piston and then water on that half of the slab. Honestly, the changes they made with water being placed in, you place them in like stairs and shit, is so great, because you can have water essentially in this block and not have to have it below the block to be hidden or whatever. It's just, you can have this be an upside down stair, or a slab have water in there, and it's just great. I love that change. It makes sense too. Water will do that shit. So I can build something up here and have this connect with the other side. I don't know if I will. I feel like this portion of the base is pretty damn complete. I would like to do a kelp farm here or something, but all sorts of shit. Yeah, it was an awesome change. I'm really happy with this. It's a minor thing, but I love how that looks. I'm so good at this game. So yeah, pumpkin just connects here. It's quite a lot. That was a simple hopper chain right there, since the pumpkin farm's right there. Watermelon's here, and that hopper just connects to the big one to then auto sort. So that was pretty simple. Didn't need a water stream or anything. So that's it for this area. I have that just sectioned off. I can add something here if I want. All sorts of possibilities if I need them. That's the roof here. Looks alright. Not too happy with the stairs, but for now it gets the job done. Cool. So emeralds for that piston door, because green farms, green just made sense to me. So that's the only side I've done. I've got iron there, diamond there, gold there. I don't have a lapis door because lapis doors like this just look stupid. Emerald looks much nicer. Makes more sense too, anyway. So diamond will obviously be a storage room of some capacity, go big, since this is my technical area. That side will be something. Yeah, I haven't actually looked at near the right blocks, but that's always an idea. Yeah. Gold will be one side. Currently I only have the ideas for the farm side, obviously, and storage. Not sure what I'll do with those two. So currently, also I really like this arch and what I've done here. This floor is unfinished. I need some lighting in here because at night there can be zombies. Normally I have an iron golem down here, but he actually died. I meant to heal him, but I was just like, oh, he'll be right. And then next thing I come back and he's gone, so that sucked. Yeah, I really like this. I came up with this myself and I think it looks awesome. I don't often use fire in builds, but I think it looks really cool. Okay, so not too much left. So this is how I get out of here for now. It's not ideal, but it's just whatever. This is a bulk storage facility, I suppose. So originally I was having cobblestone, diorite, all that shit on this side, and this is all dirt. Dirt, dirt, dirt. This entire side is filled with dirt and a little bit of sand. Oh shit, I've got a spare chest. But dirt, as you can see, a lot of dirt that I'm probably never gonna use, but I insist on keeping it because who the fuck knows. And then because of that, hey buddy, I do have some dirt kept in some of these chests. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, honestly. And then just a little section here. Got some ice. I don't know why I have ice here. Well, actually I do know why, but I'm not even going to begin to explain that. Yeah, just random shit. So, head out here. This is the perimeter. This is terraforming taken to the extreme, and me being me, I was not done with it when I fully could have been. Down there's a slime farm, which I don't even use, because I get slimes randomly spawning anyway. Yeah, this is the perimeter. So from the center of the witch farm, I believe it's 128 blocks in every direction. So, there are 5 beacons there. There are 5 beacons, or 4 beacons. 4 beacons, sorry. 4 beacons there, 4 beacons there, 4 beacons there, and then I've also done there as well. These beacons are also strategically placed. What I mean by that is the top... It's actually better if I go over to explain this. So I'll get into details of terraforming soon. I want to explain the beacons, because there is a lot of thought put into these. So this beacon here, 50 blocks from there, from the corner perimeter fence, let's just call it, it goes 50 blocks, then on the 51st block is... No, sorry. On the 49th block, this beacon is placed. On the 50th block, this beacon is placed. I believe so. This is actually very complicated. So 50 blocks into that direction, you get access to all these buffs. So if I head on over here, I put way too much thought into this bullshit. So if I stand on this beacon here, I believe, yes, I get access to every single buff. If I step onto this one, I will only get access to, from this perspective, the bottom left beacon. So as you'll see here, they all tick down except for speed. Yeah, it would. So, as you can see there, I only have access to speed. If I then step onto here, access to all of them. So that is so. Purely for peace of mind, I might add. It adds no real benefit. When I am standing on here, I have full access to that beacon. So that's all good. Not only that, these beacons are placed on the lowest possible spot. So the floor where bedrock is, 1 up, that's where the iron pyramid starts. And then obviously that goes 4 up, then I have beacon placements. So that's all cool. So that gives me access to the beacon buffs from Y level 1 or fucking whatever, all the way up to 256. Because for whatever reason, beacons will go infinitely up, but they'll only go 50 blocks down. So this way it gives me complete access. So if I'm building shit wherever in this perimeter underground, despite not including my base because I haven't finished all these beacons yet because, as I said, I don't have the iron. I've got the beacons, I don't have the fucking iron. So yeah, I'm building. So the idea is that no matter where I'm building, I have access to haste 2 and speed primarily, but I also have access to regen and jump boost as well if I want. Well, not if I want. It's fucking there. No matter what. So the plan is to have this entire place covered. So from that beacon there, it goes 50 blocks to this beacon here. From that beacon there, it also goes 50 blocks. I think it might actually be less than 50 blocks. But I know... No, actually, sorry. I believe it's more than 50 blocks. But because this beacon then covers 50 blocks in itself, it doesn't matter. Because if that beacon only covers to say there, that beacon will make up the lost space anyway. There's just a bit of an overlap, but it doesn't matter. So that leaves 3 times 4 beacons on this side. So how do I even explain this? So from that point on, that's the perimeter, I guess, of beacons. Then I need to also, hold on one second. From this beacon here, I will then be going 50 blocks, possibly slightly more because, as I said, of the overlap. So I think it might be about here. Here's where, actually, yeah, I think it's like here or something. I have it sort of dug out that way. This is where the next times 4 beacons will be set up. This way, it covers, so it goes here, there'll be another one in that direction, another one in that direction, and then another one over there. Once those are set up, along with another 4 over there, and I've got that one there, that will cover the entire perimeter once that's all done. So no matter where I am in this perimeter, literally anywhere within here from Y1 to Y256, I will have these buffs to do whatever the fuck I want with them. So that's cool. That's a project in of itself. So not only that, these beacons, when they go all the way down to, you know, the bottom floor, I've also dug them out entirely consistently. If you go down to that one, it will mirror what's down here, or rather reflect what's down there. It's all incredibly consistent in terms of lighting, in terms of it's covered in stone, so there's no dirt or anything. Shit like that. The reason I went with this design for beacons instead of just 2x2, it requires slightly more iron, but because my perimeter is an odd number, rather the center, this goes to the center of the witch farm, I had to go with this design because I wasn't going to have it be an even number and then say this one goes to the center of the witch farm but this one doesn't. That would just annoy the shit out of me. So I went with this. So these ones will line up with those there, and then this one will line up with the one that's eventually there. That gives a look of the beacons so far. So there'll be one there, and then also about there, and there, roughly. Because I'm a fucking madman. So that's all fun and games. So, along with that, originally I dug this place out, I believe 2 deep. So it was a swamp, there was a bit of forest, I think, a bit of mountain, all sorts of shit. This is a massive project. This is mainly why I built the wither skeleton farm for the beacons. I've done a decent amount of this though, just with regular, you know, no buffs. But this is mainly why I'm doing the beacons and why a lot of this digging has taken a halt. Because this is mainly why I want to be covered in buffs no matter where I go. So that I can just dig the fuck out of this and not have to worry about my haste 2 running out, being out of range, whatever. So the idea... So originally this was about two blocks deep and then water so that no mobs could spawn at night. Then I decided I didn't like how that looked. It was ugly. It got the job done, sure. Most people would be content with that, but me, no. So, I am then building this 6 deep to then have a floor here. So then it's actually 5 deep. Then I'm going to flood it with water. So this wall is just going to be like an outer of stone brick, stone all along. And then the floor, I'm going to do some sort of design that matches up, some sort of pattern or something that'll also light up underneath the water. So it'll be like, I don't know, 5 stone and then maybe stone bricks and then glowstone, fucking whatever. And then I'll flood the shit out of it so no mob spawns. Does that give me any technical benefit from just having 2 deep or even 1 deep water? No, not at all. Why am I doing it? Because then it'll look smooth and cool. That's really it. It's a massive project. So... Oh, it'll also mean that storage I have set up, that bulk storage, is just temporary. It'll eventually go once I have a proper storage room, so this obviously conflicts with it being 5 deep anyway, but, you know, it's gonna go. So a lot to dig out. This is some water from when I previously had it flooded. I do have old pictures and all that jazz for comparison. I'm just getting rid of it with sponges for now, because then I'll flood it right from the beginning instead of like flooding it halfway and it just being messy and digging out this shit when there's water in the way. It'd just be a nightmare, so I'm just slowly getting rid of it with sponges. Yeah, it's a completely valid reason. So yeah, so this is, as I was trying to say before, so yeah, this is where the next set of beacons will go. There's actually improper glass placement. So that's where the next one will go. So then it'll be again in that corner, that corner, that corner. And then this meets 50 blocks to the center, or it's actually less, I think, because of an overlap. And then that covers everywhere. Originally, I had it so it would be 50 blocks from that beacon to there. The reason I changed it to be 50 blocks from that corner beacon is because it was going to conflict with, or rather, it was already going to conflict with my farm setup, the like wheat farm and all that shit. So there would have been beacon columns going through, and I was just like, no, that's not on. So having them there, I highly doubt I'm going to be building a build in that corner that's going to conflict with that. If it comes to that, I'll improvise anyway, but for the time being, I can manage this problem. I can avoid it, rather. So that's cool. I look forward to having full range throughout this. The jump boost is nice here. So, this is the witch farm, which is the sole reason I built all of this, pretty much. This is like the instigator. Unfortunately, it's broken right now. So as I said, it can do this from reloading chunks. Thank you for shooting me, asshole. I guess it's a flaw with the design. It causes the slime blocks to go up 1 block as they should, but I guess the piston comes down and doesn't grab the block in the time that it's loading the chunks or whatever. I couldn't fucking tell you why. It's unfortunate. The only fix is to light this up, pause, and then actually maybe there's an easier solution to that. Couldn't I just power it on so the pistons go up, not send a pulse, but instead keep it powered on and then just turn it off and then they'll retract down. I feel like that would fix it just fine. Because previously I was going in, I was destroying the levels and rebuilding them at the proper level, but I feel like I can just do that. I'll have to try that. So yeah, witches drop down to there, they die, I get all the good shit. So the iron farm, which is on top of here, those drops drop down into this chute here, and then that connects, and then that's how it gets sorted with all that stuff. So it's just a bit of a convenience. So I'll show that. So when I mentioned the whole idea of this world was to sort of build all my Minecraft dreams, I guess, Minecraft survival dreams in this world. Originally I had, and I did complete this, I had 2 iron golem farms in every corner. You can actually see that one there because I haven't removed it entirely. So 2 iron golem farms, Dokium 77's design, in every corner. His design stood the test of time. It was the most reliable design, but unfortunately because of the amount of changes that they brought to villagers and villager breeding in 1.15, it was officially broken. So a couple of updates, so I built those and they lasted a few updates and that was cool, but that update broke them, and that sucked because one of my dreams, I guess, was to have a witch farm and then have a total of 8 iron golem farms, 2 in every corner. Yeah. And I completed that dream, and it was awesome. It gave me great rates, better than this one, that's for sure. I had these 2 towers connect, go that way, die. These 2 connect together, die. I've made so many changes in terms of how I've made that witch chamber. That one I'm very happy with, so I'm not changing that, the whole item sorting and all that shit. It was a lot of trouble to come up with a design I was happy with though. So, because I need iron for beacons, I've built this farm. It's not the best. It's not the most efficient, as you can see they can get stuck there. But from all the designs I looked at and what would fit and look good on top of this witch farm, this is the one that I was a fan of. Can you please behave? Just die. So yeah, it's not the most efficient, but it does get the job done slowly. It's pretty damn reliable, I'm happy with that. This is just temporary villager breeder, I can get rid of this, to be honest. Just haven't got around to it. So the great thing about the 2 iron farms in every corner was that they were permanent, they were mainstays. It looked good, it looked really cool and badass too, especially to have the witch farm here and just have it all meet together. So similar to the wheat farm and all that, in terms of the channels, and sort of a similar thing I had going for the iron farm. Because of that, I'm just not happy with this farm because it doesn't look like it's meant to be here. I mean, it's really not. It's just sort of, I had to improvise with the changes. But it being here and having the items drop down in that easy way, it works, I guess. It doesn't look terrible. I did the best I could. The main problem with having to tear down those iron farms was really just having to plug up the channels that they were going through, because as I said, me being me, I didn't use cobblestone, I used stone. Why? Because stone was what I dug out, stone was gonna go back in. I believe I've cleared, or rather filled them all up. It's just that farm, that one there, that I haven't permanently got rid of. I will at some point though. I haven't messed with the whole flying thing. It's a bit out of my comfort zone in terms of what I know about Minecraft, so I just haven't bothered with it. Are creeper farms really a thing? I suppose I don't really need one. Considering I care more for glowstone for my witches anyway. But yeah, I need to get rid of this at some point. It's of no use to me, but yeah, who knows. So yeah, this is a big project. I've lit up most of my caves. So in this world, I should also add, I don't cheat. I say that semi-loosely. Did I use World Edit? No. Will I use World Edit? No. Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen that trick used a few times. No World Edit, anything like that. I have made alternate copies of this world to go into spectator mode to fly underground here to find caves. Is that cheating? Technically, yes. However, honestly, how the fuck am I meant to find those caves to light up to increase my rates? There's really no other way besides some sort of X-ray. Do I use it to find diamond deposits or gold or iron or coal or fucking whatever? No. And to be honest, I don't even find those to be the most valuable things in the game, as I've shown with a lot of the things I've built. So I have done that. Going into spectator mode and just flying through, seeing what I need to light up. That's the best way. And then I go to those coordinates, I light up the cave, and hey, if I come across diamonds, cool. I don't seek them out when I go into spectator mode. It's purely, oh, here's a tunnel, it's dark, coordinates, I go there, I run through the whole tunnel, whole cave, legit, light it up, blah blah blah, come back up. Then sometimes I will go into a creative copy of this world purely to just test to see if something looks good visually, like, you know, oh hey, what if I made this sandstone instead of wood? So I'll make a copy, do it, does it look good? No. Then I didn't waste as much time than if I did it in survival. It saves a lot of time that way. But then if it does look good, then I go back into this world, do it legit. So the only instance when I spawned something in was, there was one time when I went to the end, I had like save and quit, I spawned in, and I was at my end farm, my Enderman farm, and it clipped me through the floor, because it was only, you know, the floor was only one block. I died. That to me is not a fair death at all. That was entirely the game's fault. I lost diamond armor, diamond tools. So I spawned those in. Is that cheating? I guess, yeah. If that's cheating, cool, I'll admit to that. But to me, that was unfair. That was bullshit. And it happened to me again. However, that time I learned, I saved and quit in the end, because I had to, just time restraints. I made a backup. Then when I loaded back in, I glitched through the floor. So what I did is I prevented that from happening, because I think I also made another backup just before that, just to be case. And then I went underneath my floor, and it was a bitch, but I made it like 2, maybe even 3 blocks deep, and now I don't have that problem. But yeah, that's a case of when I have actually cheated, I guess. But other than that, you know, terraforming, perimeter, all that shit is entirely legit done in survival, just with some little tricks, like, as I mentioned, the whole spectator thing to find caves. So yeah, unfortunately, as I said, I can't show off the skeleton farm, just due to the fact I don't have a tunnel set up. I don't even know if it's really worth showing the Enderman farm. It's pretty simple. They run after Endermite, drop down, I kill them. I didn't put much effort into the actual aesthetics of the place, just because it's an Enderman farm. There's not much to see. Yeah, they drop down, I kill them. I've got chests set up for books, and then under the nether end portal, in the end, I have, that's gonna be a long run. I have a auto, well not auto, is it auto? I have a wither suffocator to keep the wither in place, so I just stand there and kill him with the sword. That's just because with the amount of beacons that I need and get, or stars that I need, it's just easier. I can only fight them legit so many times in my desert without wanting to suffocate myself. So I just roll with that because I've fought them legit numerous times anyway. It's not much of a challenge. Oh wow, this was not much of a run as I thought. I do also have a portal to the desert and just for sand and sandstone and all that shit, which I just nuked the hell out of. And that's nothing fancy, no fancy builds there or anything, it's purely just to mine the place out. And then I also have a portal for, again I don't have the tunnels set up yet, but from previously before the Nether update, a roofed forest that I go to. I haven't had to build the tunnel for it because I haven't needed it lately, but eventually I will need to. That's just to go ham on dark oak, get a shit ton of dark oak wood and all that. So this here's probably the final place I'll show off. This is just the Guardian farm. I really like this place. It's quite a contrast from going from the Nether, the ugly red, coming in here and seeing this bright and beautiful blue. I really like this place. I don't come here often because I don't build with this stuff too much. I just set it up because it's just like, hey, I can. If I need it, cool. I actually have enough resources from this place, like a whole double chest worth, just from tearing it down to build this farm. So I need to run through that stuff before I need to actually even come here. So again, I believe this is Shulkercraft's design. I don't really think I need to show it off. I think it's 64 by 64, I think. Or maybe 48 or something like that. It's not the bigger design because I didn't feel it was necessary. It's pretty simple. Pretty good rates too. It was a bitch to build purely because those assholes tore through my armor. I used the whole conduit thing as well. I used invisibility potions too. It was a lot of digging, tearing the place down, and then despite having a pretty beefy PC, when I set up the bubble column, that caused quite a bit of frame rate drops. It wasn't too fun to build, but it's done. If I need it, it's here. Thankfully, what I found is I was able to place all the kelp just on the bottom layer. How did I do it? Yeah. So I needed full water block sources in the entire area. I suppose I can leave this place for the guardians to spawn. So what I did was I placed kelp on the layer that it was on, the soul sand that it was on, so you need the bubbles for the guardians to shoot upward, and then that kelp grew, making the water that it grew into source blocks. So then what I was able to do was just get rid of the kelp, and then that made all that water source blocks, and that was an easy fix to what would possibly have been a very pain in the ass problem in terms of setting up that guardian farm. So that was cool. That's one reason why kelp has my respect in this game. Just the whole growing up into water and making it source blocks if it's, you know, a stream or whatever. I can't even explain water properties in this game. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this world. So I'll just head on back to base. So this has been 2.5 years in the making, on and off, really. I just jump on when I have ideas. Really, the main reason why I stopped playing is just because I run out of ideas or what to do with a build. So, what is it? Writer's block or Minecrafter's block? That sort of thing. So yeah, and it's nowhere near done. You know, I've got plenty of backups of this world. I make them fairly regularly. I hope to not lose it, because if I do, I will not be back. I will not be back. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. I've put a lot of effort into it. There's that tower again. Look how awesome that is. So I suppose I'll see if I can head to the top of it. Whoops. Oh yeah, and there's just friendly dudes on the cliffside. That's not gonna make it. I'll head to the. Oh, seriously? Fuck. I'll head to the top to get a good view of the area. I really should have head on up. Made a pillar at the witch farm, but you got the idea. Do I have any blocks? That works. Does it? Fuck. So yeah, this is the top view. You can see just how big the wheat farm is. So yeah, still a lot of work to do. The reason why I like going up high is really just to see that there. Seeing the full look of the river. You can see why it was such a bitch of a thing to create. And just seeing the path all, you know, goes everywhere. Never breaks apart. It's connected everywhere. So yeah, all sorts of stuff I can do, which can also be a bit of a problem. Yeah. Keeps me busy. Yeah. I should have gone up at the witch farm. It really was showing a good perspective of the place and just the sheer like scale of what I've done with it. So I'll build a path down there at some point and have some houses or something there. Yeah, really, I just need house ideas. Yeah, exactly. I just need house ideas. It's really a big thing that's halting a lot of progress in this place. And then at the witch farm, it's just a lot of grind, really. So, yeah, that's my Minecraft world. Not much I can think of. Yeah. I've spent too much time on this world. How much have I actually spent? I always have trouble finding the hours. Wow, sneak time is at 1.43 days. So it's been 14 days since my last death. And 20... So I've played 23.10 days. So I could do that math in my head, but I'm not going to. So that is 554 hours total. But I would say probably 100 hours is AFK. So actually not that much is AFK time. So just this world alone, I've spent more on than any Steam game, or really any game I own. That's just this world. I've played Minecraft obviously before 2018. I've played Minecraft since 2012. So Minecraft is definitely my most played game, and just this world alone surpasses any other games I've played. So that's cool. So yeah, that's my Minecraft survival world. I don't find too much time to work on it, especially because I've got other stuff to play right now. But yeah, occasionally I'll jump on and do random shit. And yeah, occasionally I'll get real into it and be playing it sort of as much as possible for like a week, and then I'll drop it for months, and it just happens. I've done a lot of shit on it, so it's no real surprise that I sort of lack a bit of inspiration or motivation or whatever. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, hope you liked what you saw. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. My voice is tired now. Yeah, see ya. Thanks for hanging out.